I'm like, KB's frustration is like rubbing off on me now. Yeah.
I am the immature one. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to Membryash.
I'm Ashley.
I'm Mitch.
And we are watching Love is Blind Season 9, Episode 11.
Yeah. We have a few... What, are you laughing because my stomach made a noise? We just decorated our front of our house a little bit more for Halloween. We're super stoked about that. We kind of do like a Halloween to like Christmas where we could then... Because we're big fans of Nightmare Before Christmas, obviously. I mean, look at us.
They're transitional Halloween to Christmas decorations.
We just put Christmas hats on them.
Yeah, so we have like a stack of skulls, and we put a Christmas hat on top of that. Christmas! You
want to make a combo multi-material like Krampus with like concrete mache and like cloth and bells and stuff. We actually have like dozens of bells, including massive cowbells that are like this big that we're planning on using at some point, but that's a whole project.
It is a whole project.
That'd be cool as hell though, wouldn't it?
I think my imagination is bigger than my skill set in this case.
You have a big imagination.
I have a big imagination.
You have a lot of passion, desires.
I have a lot of thoughts.
You have a lot of thoughts. She does. You're the queen of like new project. And,
it doesn't stop either. Yeah. It just keeps going. That's why I have trouble sleeping sometimes, because it won't shut off. We
have to issue one tiny statement, correction, whatever. It's from the You Changed My Mind About episode where you're reading that book.
Oh.
Several people came forward.
Yes. And said that The Body Keeps the Score, which is the book I was/am reading, I'm still unsure about it, is not the best book. And then there were some other ones that were recommended.
Which we don't remember all the names of, but we'll include in text form on the screen or in the description or both.
Yeah, so I did buy a couple of the ones that were suggested. And one of them especially looks much, much better. And I'm really excited about it. But I had only gotten through to like chapter 3 or so on Body Keeps the Score, and so I hadn't gotten to some of the weird parts.
There's like some decent okay parts when I think maybe when they're talking about more like vet and war PTSD, but when they're talking about other forms of PTSD or SA victims, it's like pretty problematic. We had one person in our comments saying that they're a neuro researcher, and they're like, no, not this book. So, if you read it and you're fine with it, that's cool. Just a little warning to people, because we don't want to be like, hey, read this book, and then people get like traumatized or something, or it's just like not the best like material out there. So there's potentially better stuff out there.
I can't decide if I'm going to finish reading it or if I'm going to pivot entirely. I've kind of been on a standstill with it now, because I don't know if I want to read it to see where it starts to get problematic, or if, why would I waste my time doing that? I only have so many hours in a day.
Yeah. Do you want to share
books?
What book almost killed your current passion for reading?
Oh my God. At work, we're reading the book Eruption by Michael Crichton and James Patterson. Yes, Michael Crichton is dead. No, they never met and talked about it. But James Patterson picked it up posthumously from Michael Crichton. Man, that book is bad. Oh my God. It almost single-handedly destroyed my will to keep reading other books.
It was hard. I saw her struggling. She's been going,
so bad.
She's a fast reader, and you go through quick.
Weeks it took me, because I would just see it and I would see the cover and I would get
mad about it.
And I'd be like, oh, that's the book I'm reading. No!
So don't read that. Anyway. This isn't the last episode. We originally thought that 10 and 11 were going to be the last two. 11 will be the second to last episode. 12 will be the final weddings, whatever 1, 2, or 3 of them that we get.
I like how nice you're being right now, because the reality is that I'm the one that thought it was over in episode 11, and you kept telling me.
We had Membryash. I was like, no, it's no. Like, you're like, no.
You kept being like, it's definitely, this is not the last one.
Yeah, because the reunion always shows up later, and it comes in as a separate episode.
You're right.
Well, whatever, it's fine.
You're right.
We're going to watch, right? Anything else?
No.
Okay.
Oh, we also had somebody, at least one person, say that they grew up in an alcoholic household, and Anton does have a lot of the red flags for being an alcoholic.
Flags, yeah.
So,
and I think that's where we started to get to, but we don't have experience with that. So,
yes, we don't. So thank you for sharing your experience. I'm sorry that you had to experience that, and I'm glad that you let us know, because definitely harder for us to identify.
Yeah. As
people that haven't been around alcoholics.
Joe left. Joe's gone.
Okay, so Joe didn't come home after the tux fitting.
He was like, you're not my person.
Holy shit. Well, I mean...
He did know that.
Appreciate these being honest. Finally.
He said that if we go to the altar, he's going to say no.
Oh. Okay.
I feel really bad
That
for her.
sucks.
And also, this is what I always ask every season.
Please
I'm
be
like,
honest.
please don't take people to the
Yeah.
altar. If you know you're going to say no, tell them. And he told her.
Yep.
So
Some people said, like, we were like, oh, he seems like he's having a lot of anxiety. And other people are like, no, he's just an asshole. I think they can both be true.
Yeah, I think I couldn't, I had it.
I agree with you when you're saying that you think
Okay.
he can both be anxious, which I do think he is. And
He has a generally
his
anxious
friends have
personality.
said that too, that
Oh,
he's
yeah,
an anxious
yeah.
person and whatever. So I believe that. And his family said that too. And also, he's treating her like crap.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
agree with
Yeah,
that. I agree
think
with
it's-
I think both of those things are happening at the same time, personally.
I think you can still have love for somebody.
Love 4 is such a death knell, dude.
What is missing?
That's
Madison.
decent. That's a decent question.
I agree, but objectively, their relationship is terrible. So it's hard for me because from a third-party perspective, I'm like, yeah, you guys are bad together.
Yeah,
Like,
but
this
also
is a
the
bad
why are you
relationship.
breaking up? Well, I mean, it matters sometimes, and it doesn't matter other times. Like why? I remember I was in high school, and some person's friend asked me out for them, and I was like, no,
yeah.
and they were like, why? And I'm like, I don't have a reason. I don't know you.
Yeah, I don't
Like,
need a reason. No
I
is
don't
the
know
full answer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was like, leave me alone. Like, and they kept asking me why, and I'm like, I don't need to tell you why. I just don't I don't know you. I have
Right.
no clue who the person was.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna just say yes to some random person. I don't know.
I do think this
Maybe
is
that's weird.
different in the way that, like, you
It
can
is different.
learn from your
Did I do something wrong?
situation.
Or,
Right,
like, yeah.
exactly.
You're okay with the idea of me being with somebody else?
Few
I
times.
think it's actually he's not that into her, and I also do not think he is ready to get married right now.
Yes.
So
I
I
don't know
think
what he's
it's
doing
both
on the
things.
show.
I don't either. This is tough too because he just met her parents and
Mm-hmm.
they sat down and his friends just
No
said
red
they
flags.
loved her,
Mhm.
right? So this has got to feel like a blind side. I just feel like she's dodging a bullet. So
I
for me, I'm
agree.
like,
I agree.
I'm having a hard time. Like normally, I feel like I would be emotional, but I'm like, oh, you're so much better off though.
Yeah, that's
You
actually
know?
this season. Every time somebody breaks up, I'm like, yes,
Right.
good for you. Like you
Yeah.
don't see it now, but this is good for you.
I just hope you know I feel really heartbroken.
I hope you know that. Oh, she's taking it pretty well, honestly. What do you think?
She's taking it better than Annie for sure.
Yeah, because she's asked some clarifying questions. She's kind of like coming to grips with it.
But she's not trying to change his
communicating normally.
mind.
She's not trying. She's asking him questions.
I just literally feel my heart breaking.
Oh, Madison.
Oh, what movie? A movie you don't want to watch if you don't feel like sobbing? The Perfect Neighbor.
Oh my gosh.
You thought it was gonna be like just kind of a fun crime, real crime.
It wasn't fun.
It's probably the hardest I've ever cried in any movie ever.
We were
I
both
was sobbing.
in
I
the
was
middle.
sobbing, and
Terrible.
I never cried during movies.
I just can't help but feeling so glad that this
Yeah.
season the men are breaking stuff off before they break hearts at the altar.
Mm.
And obviously the clips we saw of her and him then weren't on their wedding day because they don't make
I
it
think there was a deceptive editing where somebody in a wedding dress and we heard her voice and we saw him running towards a truck. They very much made it seem that way.
They
but
showed her in a wedding dress, but it must have been
Maybe,
try-ons.
maybe.
I always
It
forget that
happens
they
so
can
quick.
do that.
Like sitting here, like dying inside, and you're just sitting there watching it. You're not even like.
He's a cold bastard.
He is a bit, you know.
Yeah.
He is.
Because he
A little
doesn't.
bit.
Because he doesn't love her like she loved him.
Yeah.
That's why he's not feeling anything right now, right?
That's like kind of the hallmark of this season, I feel like. Our
Yeah.
one partner is all the way in, and then the other partner, like, nah, not so much.
and then not really being honest about it.
I don't think we're getting many weddings,
He
dude.
feels relieved.
I feel relieved.
That's why he's not crying, because he's happy this is happening. It's just all the, like, this is so perfect. I'm going to knock you up. Our families, like, they like each other. That's my man, you know? And then, like, it is what it is. It's the show.
I would have been miserable.
Oh. He said I would have been miserable?
Yeah.
If he knows deep down that's not his person,
She just wasn't it, so that's...
it doesn't always need to be a big speech.
He's coming off pretty heartless.
Yeah, for sure.
And this is ending a life that we were starting together.
It's so hard because I look at this and I'm like,
Well, she's being really nice.
at no point, like, did I think that they were gonna get married at the end, but I know she's, like, in it, so
Yeah,
then
she's
it's different.
She's clouded by the experience.
Right.
Thank you for being my journey in this.
But it's just really hard.
Yeah. It must suck doing this though, and then going online and then hearing everybody being like, "Yeah, you broke up." Although at this point she's probably happy too. She's probably like, "Yes, thank God
I
we
think
broke
so.
up." Yeah.
I think she's very happy. She's being very sweet to him. She's being kinder to him in this breakup than he's being to her, frankly.
For sure.
Because he didn't really say anything nice to her. He just can't wait to get out of there.
The only kindness he did was ripping the Band-Aid off rather than waiting for but that's not even, I mean, I guess honesty is just honesty. I don't know if it's a kindness.
And he was never even, I don't think he was ever in the relationship enough to be this upset about her.
Ever.
At
For him,
any
it was
point.
like a hookup, and he's like, is a hookup what I'm going to marry?
It ends up
That's
feeling
probably,
like he was... it ends up feeling like he was using her.
Yeah.
But then also the show, this is how the show
Puts
goes.
you in positions
in a way.
Yeah.
So it's tough because I know he was being told over and over again, okay, but like try and make it work, try and see you guys fall in love in the pods, like all that stuff. But then it's like he had a bunch of sex with her, and then he's like, I'm so relieved to get away from her. I would have been miserable every day.
Yeah, that is a wild incongruence right there.
Like, I don't want to be mad at him, but the way he broke up with her was kind of shit.
I agree.
This is crazy.
Oh my god, his favorite saying.
That is
This is
beautiful.
beautiful.
That is cool as hell.
Yeah.
And they got there by
that's
snowmobile?
Cool. I mean,
Okay, where are you? Why aren't you planning dates like this for me?
Because of our injured dog that we can't leave the house for.
Okay, but when we can.
Okay.
This is what I want.
Okay.
Look at how cool she looks with her goggles.
It's so crazy when you sit there and in the car was still very dismissive.
Okay.
Uh-oh, they're fighting. Okay,
Yeah.
but I don't want to be fighting when we do this.
Yeah. We never fight when we're in nature.
You're not the same person on camera. You're not.
She said he's not the
Yeah.
same person on camera. Whoa.
Every time we're about to do something fun, we get into it because of an asshole remark that you do.
Oh.
Then all of a sudden on camera, oh baby.
So she's basically saying he's fake.
Yeah.
He's faking it for the camera.
Yeah, what the fuck's going on?
You first of all, you never even acknowledged I was talking. You was looking straight ahead.
Oh, wow. This seemed like a really nice vacation, and now I'm realizing how much they're mad at each other, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
How do I communicate with a person that act like that?
She does keep trying different
Yeah,
ways
she's
of
trying
communication.
she's trying to communicate openly.
Yes.
Right? She's like, tell me
Well,
what it is.
This is something I actually thought about last time
Yeah, okay.
because there were a couple of things she said in the last fight that were a little bit triggering for like me to watch her say or to hear. But she has tried the gentle approach. Like she has
Yeah.
tried hyping him up. She has tried being sweet
Yeah.
to him every time and being gentle and
And it
patient.
doesn't work.
And none of it's
And they keep
working. So
coming
then
around.
she's like, okay, well, I'm just going to tell you then what it is for me.
And I was actually thinking about that too. Like, I didn't like the way she showed up in the fight from the previous episode.
Yeah, I didn't
But I was
either.
thinking, like, we haven't seen her in a relationship with somebody who's like matching her.
Yes.
So would she ever even show up like that in a relationship where she was healthy or happy?
But here we are snowmobiling. I'm in a good mood, looking over, like enjoying this.
It almost feels in a weird way, and I'm not saying he's meaning to do this, but it feels like gaslighting because she's
Yeah, the
literally saying to
avoidance
him,
of it.
the cameras aren't here, and this is how it is, and then now the cameras are here, and now you're happy,
And now he's
but
like,
I'm not happy.
I'm happy, and you're blowing this up. And she's
Yeah.
like, hey, this isn't just this moment.
Yes.
Now you yelling.
Because you do this thing where you act like you weren't there.
And then she feels crazy. I
Yeah.
feel like she feels like she's crazy right now.
And I hear desperation in her frustration.
Yes.
I'm seriously like, oh my gosh, my first time on a snowmobile.
Because he can easily pivot from fighting
Yeah.
into like I'm having a good time.
I wonder if
and
he like
she's not
disconnects
able.
easily there.
Yeah.
You know, like there's tension, but whatever. I'm having fun right now, this moment.
And then you
And
want me to apologize to you.
For something you're not sorry for.
I do like that he just said to her, he's like, you're asking for an apology, but I don't feel sorry for that. So
Yeah.
I'm not going to apologize.
I prefer that people don't apologize for things they're not sorry for.
And no, right now, I'm not gonna say sorry to you.
I don't want it. I don't want it.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, he's not going to say it. So it's a good thing that you don't want it because
Look
he's
at the
being
cute little
very
cups,
clear he's not saying sorry.
Yeah.
What are you talking about cups for? Are you interrupting me to
Little-
talk about cups?
Sorry. Whoa. You're trying to talk. I get it.
I'm like, KB's frustration is like rubbing off on
Yeah,
me
that
now.
heavy.
Yeah.
I am the immature one.
At various moments, either of us are the immature one.
Yeah,
let's
that's
be
true,
honest.
That's true. Neither of us are neither of them.
No.
but It sucks.
This does suck. I feel like they need to break up. Man, all these relationships are bad.
You saying I did something wrong? I ain't do nothing wrong.
So you cutting me off while I'm talking to you. I simply was just like,
It's weird because the cameras being there would be weird.
It's gonna
Like,
change the way you show up. for
I
sure.
would show up different if there was a camera crew following us.
You might
for
try
sure.
and keep some of your like, hey, I like I'm a little frustrated about it. You might
Yes.
keep some of that, but it doesn't sound like he's presenting it that way.
No.
At this point, you know how to push me and you just be doing the shit.
So she feels like it's intentional,
Yeah. And we can't, especially from our seat, judge intentionality. But I think this is like why we talk about some of this shit is it's kind of hard to tell like what's intentional and what's like a learned behavior. And also sometimes it doesn't matter if it's intentional or a learned behavior for causing harm. So, I mean...
I'm Anton. Nice to meet you.
It's about time.
Nice to meet you too. Wow.
How are you?
People said they thought he was trying to get footage. They were trying to get footage of his like hand shaking or something when he was eating the sandwich, or that basically he was eating like a person that drinks all the time. I don't know.
I feel like Netflix had this weird narrative where they're trying to be like, Anton is this like sloppy drunk pig. Look at him eat this sandwich. Like that's the vibes that I got from watching it.
It wasn't like from concern, like
yeah.
Or something. Yeah, I guess that does
I don't
matter.
know. I'm
Is
sure.
it like,
for virtually every person on here, you could find a messy moment where they're eating gross or
I know,
something.
yeah.
And it just felt a little bit like, do they need to do that?
Yeah.
He's got enough stuff that's like legit red flags
yeah.
that I don't know that
The
they
food
need to.
was like the big thing. Yeah.
Choose to do something with your friends and not with her.
I think like that could be interpreted in multiple ways. What I'm hearing is don't prioritize other people over your wife all the time. I'm sure hanging out with friends is fine, but
Okay? If you go somewhere, have to go together.
But then if you're saying you always have to go together, I just don't like. I don't have to. I'm not dragging you to do my D&D night. You know, if you're welcome, like if we had a spot, I totally see if you come. But...
Okay, I'm not going to your D&D night. Thank you though. Thank you for being nice about being like, it's not that you're not allowed, but like you're
you're
not
not
allowed.
currently because there's slots. Okay. I actually replaced somebody who stopped coming.
I'm happy for you to go to your D&D nights, okay?
Disagree a little bit on this.
I love you.
It's okay.
Oh, Allie said she doesn't agree with that.
Oh,
So,
okay.
That's
yeah.
funny.
There is short of nothing that you won't be able to work
Yeah.
in.
Short of nothing that you won't be able to work at if you want. I mean, yeah, people make all sorts of things work, I guess. Doesn't mean it's healthy. It's like that's always the thing. Like you can make anything work. It's whether or not it's good for the people involved. I don't know. I'm thinking less and less that they're going to get married, but also this conversation's going well. Is this like a...
I don't dislike Allie and Anton together. I
think Anton might have a drinking problem.
I think there are definitely red flags with Anton's drinking. The evasiveness too around like the
That's what some people are mentioning.
oh, like let me go look. He knows whether the tequila is there or not.
Absolutely. Or if he doesn't, that is even more of a problem maybe.
It's red flags for sure.
Yeah.
I'm just not willing to go all the way to like someone has a drinking problem.
We're
I
also,
also
like-
think that's like something someone needs to say for themselves.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the like people being like Nick is gay. Like I understand why people
are
think
saying
that, but like I'm not willing
Yeah.
not willing to define Nick's sexuality for
Yeah.
him. So
Or we might have like questions like maybe there's neurodivergence here, but we're not being like, oh, this person's autistic or this
Right.
person has ADHD. We're
Yeah.
usually sharing that from a personal experience. Like you have ADHD
Right.
and you sometimes see it in other people.
Sure.
That doesn't mean that just because you see certain patterns that they have that.
doesn't mean they have it.
And I
yeah.
think that we do have a bit of a responsibility to not like diagnose people here.
But you know, I'm into the weird home numerology thing.
No, I didn't know that. What is it?
Numerology. I'm sorry. As a person with a math degree and a former math teacher, I kind of hate numerology. I can't help it.
It's all about inward, spiritual, finding yourself.
I don't live in this world. I don't think he does either because he was like, I'm not into that woo-woo shit. And
then she starts getting a
immediately
little bit there.
launches, yeah,
Well,
into
that's
the
like-
woo-woo shit.
That's like the number 3. Like, oh, I things that come in threes. Like every third number is divisible by 3. 1/3 of all numbers are divisible by 3. So if you're looking for threes, you're gonna find threes everywhere. You know, like I don't know.
But you're gonna let this like make or break buying a house?
Not make or break, but I'm definitely considering it.
I suppose if it's like you're already gonna do it and it's just one more confirmation, like sure, but don't let that push you away from your fears.
I end up feeling like these two have nothing in common outside from the fact that she is attached to Luca.
Yeah.
Because the two of them, like, what do the two of them have, truly? And it is important that she loves his child.
They have good intimacy.
But-
She shared that.
But again, these aren't like, to me, it's not like soulmate connection
It
stuff.
feels like she's like, you're the husband now. You know, like she wants a husband, but does she want him?
Wait, what?
I think Joe's wearing all black. Oh.
No.
Was that like a funeral reference? That was so good. That was good. Thank you, Jordan.
She's getting upset about his suit color now. He's not even allowed to pick his own suit color.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I just don't. They're okay, and I think they're both fine as... I don't think any of these relationships are good. When you're literally... I'm considering that Allie and Anton are the best relationship, and Anton may be an alcoholic. Like, I don't... What is this season? Honestly.
Because I hear you. These two don't fight and stuff, but you're right. They're like, what do they have in common? I don't know.
Nothing.
No. Like, I agree. It doesn't always have to be, like...
But I don't. That's not everything, man. You gotta make a life
marry
together.
The first person that like you hook up and then you're like, yeah, this is great.
Right? Yeah.
It's not something I want to talk about.
Just rather talk about that than sit and stare at each other.
Do we know what he does?
No clue.
We just heard blue collar. I mean, but what if she wants conversation? Like,
this is what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, so there's a lot of moments, and her saying, "I don't want to just sit here and stare at each other." That means there are a lot of moments where she feels like they're not having like conversation and stuff.
They're such different people.
Yeah, if you want a communicative relationship, and you're not getting it. That's not a good fit.
Yeah, it's hard for me to imagine because I talk to a lot of people, and I feel like almost everyone I end up talking to, I feel like is pretty talkative.
Yeah.
You know?
You might bring it out in a few people. Yeah.
I like to talk.
Yeah, I really do apologize, like, sincerely. I just been thinking, reflecting so much.
Okay, but you told her that you didn't feel sorry for it
on
when
the
you were
hill.
on the mountain.
Yeah. This
I just don't know if I believe him anymore because of what she's saying.
Because how many times is it going to come back? And we talked about it with somebody else on the show, but these apologies sometimes are just placating. They're not like...
Because he's apologizing now for stuff that he said at the time that he wasn't sorry for.
It's possibly turned around and he's like, I should be sorry.
I don't know.
That can happen. But
I would literally
don't trust
be
him
thinking,
at this
why
point.
now?
Why
are you sorry now?
Yeah.
Right.
And if I go back to it, I'm like, who do I trust and who do I not trust? I don't feel like KB is untrustworthy.
I don't think so either. I think she's been very truthful.
She seems very upfront.
Yes.
And so then the only person that seems untrustworthy would be Edmund. At least his perspective. I just don't trust his perspective as much.
You're doing everything so right, like, just for me. Like,
and I think he just wants to cling to it so much that he's constantly doing this stuff where
we had another fight where then he's like, no, but I'm so committed. I'm so 100% in it. And it feels like he's clinging to it almost more than she is.
It ends up feeling like a guilt trip, kind of. Because he can sense that she's, like, pulling away. Is this a breakup conversation? It might be.
She did just give me hope. With the apology and the flowers.
Oh, no, no, KB.
We were so close, KB.
I want there just like all drop of no weddings. I think there were a few predictions that nobody gets married this season, which would be the only time that happens.
Yes.
If it happens.
Nobody should.
Nobody should.
Because, like, with Allie and Anton, she should, if she wants to keep dating him, she should date him for longer to see if the drinking is an issue. Or, like, if he says, oh, well, I don't need to drink, like, okay, prove it. Mm-hmm. Like, let's actually fucking do it then.
All right, let's do it.
You know?
Let's do... I had one of my D&D buddies, he's like, they did dry January, and they're like, hey, I feel better. We did dry February, too.
Yeah.
And he had a non-alcoholic beer the other day at the game.
Right.
And he's like, I got into some non-alcoholic beers, because, like, you know, it was
still
actually...
likes the
I
taste
feel
of beer
better.
Without the intoxication.
Yeah, and like, it's not good for you. Like...
It's weird for me with, like, the Anton thing, too, because, like, you had a period of time where you were drinking quite a bit, and you were just having, like, a hard time in life. But you definitely, in my opinion, are not and were not an alcoholic. Yeah. And then, like...
But if I had continued that pattern for too long, I could have developed it.
Sure.
I think, yeah.
But I remember us sitting down and being like, okay, we're gonna prioritize, like, moving away from drinking so much.
Yeah.
So, like, we're not gonna buy it at the store. Like, we're not gonna have it. And you were able to do that really effectively. Maybe Anton would, too.
Yeah.
You know?
And then it turned into, like, you know, once a month I'd buy a 6-pack, and now I only drink when I'm out. I have 1 or 2 beers over a 4-hour period while playing D&D. That's the only time I drink that.
Once every 2 weeks.
Once every 2 weeks. Yep, exactly. God, I'm sorry. They're talking right now, and I kind of hate that they're making up right now. So I just want to say that.
I do too. I agree with you.
I like that she validated some of the things that he did, because he should feel good about being like apologizing and acting more mature and all that. But I wonder if she's deluding herself at this point. Because it's like, oh, he did all these things this one time.
I keep seeing in their relationship a roller coaster. She's unhappy. Mm-hmm. Then he apologizes. They make up. She says some positive things to him. But the unhappiness doesn't go away because the root of the issue hasn't been addressed. The pattern
continues.
Right.
I've been committed to this relationship from the day that, you know, we got engaged.
What's in that cup, Anton?
Okay. Okay. Hot cocoa, I assume. Cold cocoa, because it's conductivity of the metal is probably sucking in that cold amount in air.
I got some champagne on your hair.
Still look alright, or?
Yeah.
My prediction is if they get married, they end up divorcing over drinking problems, actually. Or they're separated and on the way.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Because she likes him a lot. I think there's a lot of things she likes about this relationship.
I think she does too.
But it's
And
a
then-
concern, and then she's like, no, it's fine, and then it's not fine.
Right, because you're willing to overlook it, but she hasn't had enough time realistically to actually see like the impact day to day.
We're like long lost twins.
Baby.
That wouldn't be good.
Can you imagine?
That wouldn't be good. That's horrible. That's actually that's happened to a few people, and it's horrifying.
It is horrifying.
It's horrifying, and I feel really bad for anybody that's happened to.
Luckily, it's small.
It's small.
Small numbers.
It's happened at least once or twice.
You're not at the bottom.
Well, I was, not at the bottom, I mean, obviously, but,
He's had some hard shit that he hasn't really shared on screen, I don't think.
I think kind of the nature of growing into being an adult for a lot of people is having a period of time where you're really selfish and like the worst version of yourself. Because you're kind of like learning how to be a human.
You also need those boundaries. Some people are not enough. And then you're trying to find that middle ground.
Right.
Yeah.
We can work on it. Like we can change. And it's just like it's like a thin line between, is this something that you can stay?
I'm so worried for her that that's exactly what she's doing again with Anton. Because she has an issue. Drinking is an issue for her. Honestly, regardless of whether he has alcohol problems or not, the amount he's drinking and the way he's handling himself is an issue for her. So
if for her, for sure. Yeah.
Right. And then she's potentially compromising that in order to get married to him because she does love him and thinks that things can change. But man, getting married to somebody hoping that something that big is going to change, I don't know.
I mean, I would be on my ass already, so.
Me too. Skating doesn't always look the most impressive, but it is.
Okay.
Edmonds.
The foot thing. Well, don't want to yuck anybody's yum. I don't think she's as into it as he is.
I don't want to see it because feet gross me out. I'm like the opposite of Edmund.
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
You exclude feet.
I don't hate a foot. Like, I'll give you a foot massage or something like that, but I'm not like...
You're not kissing my feet.
No.
That's for damn sure.
Put on there.
How?
Brent.
She's doing really good, honestly.
This is her first time. She probably goes to the gym a lot more than us already, though. Honestly.
Oh, yeah.
So she
She's
probably has
way
a
fitter.
baseline,
Base
that
fit.
we
You're
don't.
saying KB has a base fitness I don't have?
That neither of us have. We've seen each other fumble on skates. Yes, I'm saying that.
You're right.
Packing?
Is that what we're doing?
Is there tension here?
Feels like tension.
I think they just don't have much of a relationship. I think we're seeing the cracks that they weren't showing us earlier in the season. Is it that she does too much of the work and he's not doing anything around the house?
I mean, you just took the trash out. Now she's on her phone.
And there's nothing in their apartment.
Extra bags and things?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, they're packing to... Because don't they stay apart before the wedding or something? So they're
So
like
this is the
packing
separation packing.
everything.
Want a little more stimulation than just a simple one-word answer. Say something.
What does she want him to say? Like, I don't
know. I don't know what to say.
I don't know if they're... This is back to the compatibility thing.
I don't get the opinion he's not a talker. When he's with the guys, he talks a lot.
You think that he's less in this than we thought?
I feel like their personalities don't mesh well.
Yeah.
And
But
she is being a little abrasive.
You can't come up to somebody and be like, talk to me in a fun way,
Yeah,
and
like,
then have it
about
happen.
what?
Like, this, they're now fighting.
Right. Like, she should ask him, like, a weird question if she wants him to talk about something.
Because we're both in the same boat. I'm exhausted too, and I'm tired of hearing that as an excuse.
It's not an excuse, though.
Not everyone experiences tired the same, so, like, maybe he is more tired than you.
And, so he's blue collar, right? What if he's working a physical job all day, and then he's exhausted when he gets home? He would be more tired than her if she's not working a physical job.
Or, like, if he's in any element of customer service and he's having to talk to people constantly, like, he may not want to talk a lot. When I used to work retail, I used to come home and I just wanted to sit there. I didn't want to talk.
Sometimes I just want to, sit next to you and watch a movie. I don't know if, that's a deal breaker for you, or...
Yeah!
I struggle with that.
Yeah, they just have different expectations. We talk to each other a lot.
This is more than a lot of people would probably want.
Right.
Yeah.
This would be annoying for some people.
But also, if I were around somebody and they're never talking to me, I would probably be a lot like her right now. I'd be like, you never talk to me. Like, this doesn't feel like a good match.
The last thing I want to do after a long day is have an abrasive conversation or...
Oh.
That's so harsh.
Well, at this point, he feels unappreciated. I hear that.
Yes.
But
I tell you I'm tired and you don't listen.
They're not a good match. Oh, man. Is anyone making it to weddings?
Man, this sucks. I actually feel a little bad for him. I feel bad for her, too, because she's not getting conversation. I feel bad for him because he's like, I'm so fucking exhausted and you're, like, mad at me. Like,
it's
that would
because
suck.
they're not actually compatible. These two people are not compatible. I don't think either of them would be feeling the way they're feeling if they were with different partners.
He even said, I could be fucking tired forever. So I don't want to diagnose people here, but his son has an autoimmune disease. What if he had something? I'm not saying, obviously not the same thing, but so many things can cause you to be tired.
Also, just working a really intense job can cause you to be tired. And then if he's not planning on changing career paths, that's what they're going to end up with.
Your job is more taxing. I get you have Luca.
Does she have a job is a question I have too. Because her expectations of him, if she's not leaving the house and she doesn't have to, or she's not working remotely and she doesn't have all these responsibilities, his life looks a lot different than hers. He has a child, he has his job, like he would be more tired than her then, right?
Yeah.
I'm talking to people 10 hours a day at work.
There we go.
Do you want a job?
There's incongruence.
It doesn't make him bad. Do you want a job?
Do you want a job?
I don't think she works.
So,
like a traditional job.
In a way, what she's offering is great. Because a lot of partners don't want to hear their partner complain about work. I love it when you tell me about work stuff. I'm like, I know all these people. I'm like, oh yeah, what's so-and-so doing? You know, like it's interesting because it's the same way like we watch these stupid shows.
Yeah.
So in a way, she's providing something that a lot of people would like. But if he doesn't want to, if he doesn't get enjoyment from downloading like that, if he doesn't process that way, then it's not an asset to him.
Yeah.
And she's not actually providing anything in that regard.
Like Legos and Luca, like that's my speed right now. I can't play tennis at 10 a.m. on a Wednesday.
She's basically retired at like 33 years old, which is insane. And he's a normal human being.
Traveling to Italy with a 5-year-old, he says. Like, oh man, this is intense. He's actually confronting her with some pretty hard truths right now, I think, that she's not prepared for. And I think that's why she didn't respond very strongly there.
I've worked my ass off to be able to live the life that I do right now.
You said you were wondering if her house in LA was inherited or something, because it was just kind of weird.
It's just very strange to me that any money in the amount that she has would be earned working for somebody else, even in like an oil and gas industry that would afford you to retire at 33.
Yeah.
It's very strange.
Yeah.
Like if you told me she made a bunch of money like selling crypto, maybe. If you told me that she had sold a company or a business, maybe.
Yeah.
But like, it does seem strange to me.
She worked in a field. Well, yeah, like, it happens sometimes, but
it's very unusual. I would
very
think.
Unusual.
Yeah. And especially like, what did you do? Like,
yeah,
what
very
was
not
your
specific.
job?
That's like when we were watching France. We had like the woman with the business that owned all the hair salons. Like, you know what business she did.
Yes.
You know,
right.
like it makes sense she has a big business.
You knew how she made her money. This is weird.
Oil and gas.
Yeah.
Like,
so then, like, did you come maybe from like a rich family? I don't know.
That's why you picked me.
Alright, I mean,
I think she overshot her choice a little bit. She probably should have gone in something like in between. Alright, coming up. Next on, I just saw Allie and Anton, and I just saw KB and Edmund.
I thought we saw, or was it another dress tryout fake
I don't
out?
know. I'm worried that it was...
Alright, episode over. It was only 51 minutes, which is more tolerable than an hour and 10. That was interesting.
All the couples are just breaking down is what's happening.
Yeah.
Except really Allie and Anton, which is weird. I just don't... Their relationship is strange to me, because she seems very concerned at moments, and then at other times, like, they're just not talking about it anymore. We don't see a lot of, like, resolution with them. Like, with some of the other couples, we'll see, like, we see Edmund coming to KB to apologize. But we don't see that with Anton and Allie.
Anton, is avoidant in all these conversations.
Yeah.
I think that he partly creates that environment where we don't see resolution, because when she confronts him with something, what happened to the alcohol? He says, I don't know. And so what are you going to do? Like, scream at him? Okay, you don't know.
Well, I
Like...
think if it was like KB and Edmund, I think KB would be pressing him more for sure.
Yeah,
I think Megan
so then
would
you're
be
right.
pressing him
Allie
more for
is
sure.
helping create the scenario as well. So I think maybe it is a dynamic of both of them where she asks a question, he says, I don't know, and she goes, okay.
Or they're resolving stuff off camera. Because
Yeah,
even like KB alluded to the fact that like Edmund is different off camera. I wonder if Allie and Anton just aren't waiting to have their conversations for a camera crew to show up, and if instead they're resolving stuff. Or maybe you're right, maybe they're just not talking about it, but if they are, they're definitely not showing it to us on camera, which makes their relationship feel very strange to me, because we'll see something huge, like the alcohol issue is huge. That's a huge massive problem.
Probably it's a problem for her
as
well, which is important.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest problem in their relationship, which is maybe the biggest problem of anyone's relationship.
Anyone's still together.
Right. And yet we're not seeing the resolution of the conversations that they're having around it. It just makes it feel very weird. I'm like, I don't know how to feel about their relationship watching it, because I'm still caught up on the fact that they just had a fight that didn't get resolved. And then KB and Edmund, I feel like, I don't know, she should say no.
Definitely.
He's going to say yes, right? Because for whatever reason.
I keep saying
I don't even get it.
Like, what? Yeah. Is this what the relationship he's looking for?
It reminds me of Annie and Nick in that way, where like Annie was so committed she couldn't even see like the red flags, because she was so much like, love me, like, and this is it.
A ton of people in the comments said that like they're like God damn her for making me agree with Nick. Like, we don't want to side with Nick here, but Annie, you're making this look bad.
This season I'm seeing people that are matched up that are so incompatible that I'm like, I don't even know how I assign blame here, because like in the Joan Madison thing, I feel bad for her. Clearly her heart was breaking. Like, I wish that he could have been more empathetic towards her.
There were a lot of flags.
Cold, but man, was that relationship bad.
Yeah.
Like,
and to be like and even be like, I get her feelings, but to be like, oh, you don't want to marry me, that's really rough. Like, she should want to marry him.
Right.
Like, why do you still want to marry this guy?
Yeah,
that's a great point. I mean, I don't know why KB's still there.
I don't know either.
Like, what the fuck are you still doing there?
I don't know.
Like, I think she knows she's going to say no.
Right.
But then she's going to drag him to the altar and say no?
And then Megan and Jordan, I also think are wholly incompatible.
I'm kind of glad we're seeing more of the cracks, because I feel like the show did not show us many of those.
She would have to bend really far to be a person that it would make sense for that relationship to continue.
Yeah.
Because
and
there
I don't
are ways
blame
he
either
can't
of
bend.
Them. Yeah.
Like, he can't just not have his job where he's interacting with people 10 hours a day. He can't just not have a child. He has those things, so then she has to compromise more. Yeah. And you can see, I think before I thought, oh, she's willing to, and now I'm like, oh, but she's not. She wants to go to Aspen for a long weekend with her friends on a whim. She wants to, be in LA for 4 days out of the week just for fun.
5 days of the week.
She is able to do these things in the middle of a day that he just can't do. And he would be more tired working 10 hours than she would playing tennis with her friends and then coming home and, I don't know, doing what the rest of the day.
Yeah, and I get her desire for more communication, because I have that and I love it, and I wouldn't want it.
Yeah.
Wouldn't not want it.
I agree.
But he's not wrong.
No.
For being tired and less communicative.
Also,
it is an incongruence.
We have a lot of times where you and I are in the same room together, but we aren't talking. We have a lot of time.
If we're burnt out or like mentally frayed, we'll just sit there.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. We have a lot of times where we watch a lot of movies, and we don't just talk constantly through the movies.
There's this where we talk through everything, and then there's silently watching and occasionally looking over and be like, whoa.
Cinema.
Yes, cinema. Speaking of which, you want to do a Coen Brothers? We haven't seen Big Lebowski in a while.
Yeah, I want to watch do a Barton Fink too.
Barton Fink, yeah.
And then we don't have Hudsucker Proxy yet, but I want to watch that too.
Okay. Barton Fink is the hotel one, right?
Yes.
John Goodman, the flaming hallway.
John Turturro.
Yeah, John Turturro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
That's my favorite Coen Brothers movie.
What's your favorite Coen Brothers movie? Hers is Barton. We have it on VHS and DVD.
Oh Brother, Where Art Thou too? We haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah. Okay. Well, now we're caught up. Say whatever you want in the comments. We are going to be back in less than a week for the finale, and then probably that weekend for the reunion, because usually they do it like on a Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Sunday service.
Who knows? We might
Might do something in between.
We might do something in between.
We've got a bunch of ideas we're cooking, but like they're half-finished projects. They're deviations. Who knows if we're gonna just completely like do something new?
Yeah, we got some stuff. We have some half-baked shit.
So that's the thing about our channel is that you get a lot of content, but you never know when it's coming, and you never know what it is.
And you never know if it's gonna be good or not. And
yeah.
You just have to sit here for like an hour with us to figure it out.
Thank you for being here. Like and subscribe if you haven't yet, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
And then I got it knocked, and I started going.
Ridiculous.
Oh, that was a tearjerker.
Hey, we're gonna go on a cruise this summer. You should come with us.
No. Okay, that's good. That's good, but no.
Yeah, I think I relate to the Crypt Keeper, honestly.
Why is this bitch still talking?
Hello.
Hi.
And welcome to an exciting episode of Love is Blind with Memory Ash.
Your intros are like...
Hello. I did a really good Crypt Keeper laugh.
Too loud. Do it quieter.
What? You can't do it quiet.
No, you could do in between those
too.
Oh,
can you stop?
No.
I did a really good Crypt Keeper before we started filming.
You did. It was a really good Crypt Keeper. Can you re-intro? Because that intro...
Hi.
No,
I'm Mitchell.
No, you did it in the middle of me talking now.
Okay,
Don't do that. Okay.
Hello, and welcome to Memory Ash.
I was making weird noises. Okay. 1, 2, 3...